There you go. Well, welcome to our What is Coaching sneak peek call. We are so excited to see so many of you guys on here, a lot of new people that have decided to join our call today because something stood out to you or caught your attention and you wanted to hop on this call to see what it's all about. What is this coaching world that we're always talking about all about and why we're so passionate about it. So thank you guys for taking the time out of your busy days to get on this call with us. So I'm going to start off with telling you guys a little bit about myself, and then I'll introduce you guys to some of our other coaches on the call. And then really today, you're not going to get like every single detail about what I do as a coach or what we do as a coach. It's not a training call, but we are going to give you a really good overview of what we do as coaches, what our general mission is, how we make an income, and how we've been able to see success with this business. So I'm excited you guys are here. I really want you guys to be on this call and keep an open mind. Like honestly, keep an open mind of the possibilities of what can happen with this business, with this opportunity. Because I think that, if you come in here with misconceptions of, this is just some type of network marketing scam type of thing, then that's what you're going to leave this call with. So I want you guys to come in here with a positive mind, positive attitude, dream big. Just think about what could happen with this business as we go through our presentation and tell you guys what this has done for us and what it could possibly do for you as well. So a little introduction about myself. My name is Paola Ramirez. You might see Hernandez on there because I got married a year ago. So I am a mom of 3. I have 2 stepdaughters with my husband and a son who is 4 years old and beyond wild. I started my journey off in 2015. So July of 2015, I decided to start some type of weight loss program. I was around 195 pounds and I didn't get there because it was baby weight. I really got there because I completely lost myself in working full time after having a baby, going back to work full time, and then also just being on a crazy commute. And so my commute was just ridiculous. Our life just got turned upside down. Honestly, in 2014, we found out that we had to move out of where we were currently living. And we didn't have anywhere to go in 30 days. We had no money saved. We were living paycheck to paycheck. And our only option was to move in with my dad, who lived, if you're from California, in Lancaster from the San Fernando Valley. So that's about 75 miles away. So we had to make the commute. We had to move. That was our only option. We had kids. We had nowhere else to go. So we moved in with him and then commuted every single day for 2 hours, one way to work and 2 hours back. And so that obviously, on top of our already unhealthy habits, just added even more unhealthy habits. And so we were eating fast food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I mean, every single day. We had no physical activity whatsoever. And what I thought was healthy, obviously wasn't. And I wasn't a cook. And so I had not ever really put thought into it until April of 2015. I remember walking by a mirror and I honestly did a double take because I couldn't even recognize myself anymore. I just couldn't recognize myself anymore. My clothes were just getting bigger and bigger, and all I ever did was just go and buy bigger clothes. So I was in a size 18. Never been that big in my life. I'm 5'7", so I'm pretty tall. So I carry my weight where people didn't really realize that I was that heavy. And so they just, no one said anything. And I was like, why didn't anybody tell me that I was that heavy? But on top of that, I was on anxiety medication. My family didn't know that I took antidepressants because I had anxiety attacks almost every day. My husband didn't even know that for a long time. And so it was just thing after thing after thing. And so I got to a point where I started falling into depression. I started turning the lights off when I was with my husband. I would fight with him more. Just everything was just compiling. And I think that when you're not happy, everything compiles with that. And so I wasn't happy with myself. And one day I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw a before and after picture of another fellow mom that I followed. And so I was pretty shocked to see her results. And she had lost 50 pounds in about 5 months. And I was like, whoa, what are you doing? I was so desperate at that time where I was like, I need to do something for myself. And so she told me what she was doing, which was 21-day fix. And I said, okay, I'll do it. I had no money to do it. I had no money to order that challenge pack. Like I said, we were living paycheck to paycheck. But I knew that I needed to do something because I was just spiraling like down and out of control. And so I saved up my money. I stopped drinking coffee for about 2 weeks. Whatever I did to have to cut out to save that money, I did that because I just knew that this was the thing. And if it wasn't the thing, then it wasn't the thing. But I needed to give it a chance because how was I going to know that it didn't work if I didn't give it a chance? I had never done any type of like, let me just say, Herbalife or shake or anything crazy stuff like that. I've never, ever done anything like that. And so to me, this was like, oh God, like I hope this isn't some type of scam that's just like not going to work, right? But it worked. And so she signed me up. Put me in what we call is a challenge group. And so these challenge groups, if you're not in a challenge group already, or you've never been in a challenge group, they're support groups. And so you get signed up, you get a program, and you start doing the program, but your coach helps you through it. She put me in this group, and that's where I met Araceli. And that's where I met some of the other coaches that are now like my best friends. And they were going through the journey too. And so they were going through a weight loss journey. I'm going through a weight loss journey. We're all moms. We're working parents. So it just became like a forum. If you guys have ever been part of a group, any type of group, it became like a forum where it was just like us expressing what we were doing and everything. And I didn't feel alone, even though I was really alone. My husband was eating fast food every single day. He was like, I'm not changing my habits. He was still smoking cigarettes. He was like, I'm not doing this. And I straight up looked him in the eye and I said, I don't care if you go to McDonald's every day, but you're taking me straight home and then you can come back and go to McDonald's because I'm done. Like I drew a line in the sand and that was like that was it. Like I was going to change my life no matter what, whether he was coming or not. And so I did the program, 21 days. I lost 14 pounds and I was like, oh my God. And I went down a size in clothes and I was just like super energized and I felt good about myself. And just like my mind started shifting. I got introduced to personal development and I was just like, oh God, like where has this been my whole life? Like what, where has this been that I've never even heard of it? And so I didn't know how I was going to continue paying for Shakeology. I actually signed up as a coach because of the discount. So she told me, you can sign up as a coach, you'll get a discount. And I said, okay. I said, okay to whatever. I was like her dream person to come to her because I said, okay to whatever she told me. And I bought it the minute she sent me the link and everything. And so, I signed up as a coach discount. I didn't know what that meant. So story short, she quit. So that person that signed me up quit. But thankfully I got put into a group with other women that kept helping me. And so Araceli came into my life, Denise came into my life, and they put me into coaching groups, which I had no idea that I could build a business with this at all. At that point, like I said, we were living paycheck to paycheck, had no money to fall back on. And an extra $20 would probably like change our course of 1 week to even have enough money to pay for groceries. And so I was sharing my journey on social media without even thinking that I was going to turn this into a business or even knowing that this was a business opportunity at all. I never wanted to sell anything. I didn't want to be a network marketer. I didn't want to host online parties. I didn't want to do any of that. Like I just didn't, right? Like it just sounds icky. And so I didn't want to do that. And so all of a sudden I find myself sharing my story on Instagram, which I was already sharing what I was doing to keep myself motivated, because I felt like if I shared it, it was going to keep me accountable, and I had to finish it. That's the type of person I am. Like, if I tell you I'm going to do something on social media and now all these people are watching me, like, I'm going to finish it because I don't want to look like a fool. So it was like that extra accountability, and people started coming to me. And so that's where Ceci comes in. She's following me on Instagram, and she's like, you know, I want to do what you're doing, like the second month after I started. And I was like, what? You want to do what I'm doing? Okay. Thankfully, I'm really resourceful, and I went onto Google and I figured out, like, I can send her some link. I figured I'm going to get some type of referral, like, or discount on my Shakeology, and it's all going to be cool. Like, and I help someone get started. I didn't have my own challenge groups. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. All I knew was that Araceli told me, if you sign someone up, you can add them to our group. And I was like, okay. So I signed her up. She joins me. We're both now in Araceli's group, and we both lost over 50 pounds with 21 Day Fix. And all of that just like multiplied. So month after month, I was sharing my story. I didn't know what I was doing. My first paycheck comes in, and I'm just like mind blown. I mean, it was $40, you guys, but I started crying. And I was like looking at my husband, and I looked at him, and I was like, this is our ticket. Like, I don't want to do this drive anymore. Having to hear your 2-year-old in the back of the car cry every single day, having to be in traffic, having to deal with that, having to deal with fight after fight with your husband because you don't have enough money, like, that shit was hard. Sorry, I cuss. Sorry. And so that was really hard. And when I got this opportunity and I felt like it literally landed on my lap because I wasn't looking for it, I felt like this is it. I love what I'm doing. I love the products. I love sharing my story. And all I'm doing is inspiring other people to start their own health and fitness journey. And so that's what really hooked me into this business. And as you can see, if you follow me, you know, like, I have a team of women who have then now started their own process, and they've changed their life with health and fitness, and now they're building businesses, and it can just absolutely change the course of your life. And so that's really what it's done for me. I love what I do, and I hope to very soon, at the end of all that, we ended up moving. I had enough money and made enough money. Insert the disclaimer here, because Beachbody does not guarantee any type of money income. It all depends on your effort and your work, and that's what you're going to get out of this business if you put in the effort, if you stay consistent, and if you show up. And so that's what I did for 2 years. I showed up, I stayed consistent, and I grew this business to where it is now, which in those 2 years, I was able to pay off my debt, rebuild my credit, move my family into our very own home, 70 miles closer. I still work a full-time job. I'm a full-time employee recruiter, work 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. I have built this business part-time, and I now make a full-time income working this part-time. And so when I tell you that it's possible, it is so possible. But I'm also telling you that it's not easy, but that it's so worth it because it's going to compile as time goes by. So I'm excited for you guys to hear about everybody else's story. I'm excited you're here. I hope you're excited to really learn everything that we have to tell you about this opportunity. So I'm going to hand it over to Araceli, my coach, and she'll tell you a little bit about her story and then also go into the income. All right, go for it.
Hi everyone, my name is Araceli Alvirde. Sorry, my voice is a little hoarse today, but I'm super excited that you're here. This really is a life-changing experience in business, and I hope that you join us after this. But let me start with my own journey. First of all, I am a teacher. I'm a high school teacher, so I'm in charge of 160 something teenagers. And if you have teenagers, you know that you cannot really ever be in charge of them. And it's a crazy job. I also have a 20-month-old. And if you ask me, I feel like sometimes my job with the 20-month-old is harder than my job with the 160 something freshmen and sophomores that I have. It's that crazy. I'm a wife. I've been married for 10 years. and I run this business part-time. I've been a coach since 2014. My journey started, and it's crazy because I didn't know anything about coaching. I didn't know that this was a business. I didn't even know that there were support groups or coaches. So in 2014, I was over 50 pounds overweight. My BMI was in the obese category. I'm really short, so I'm like the opposite of Paola. So 50 pounds is a lot for me. So my BMI was in the obese category. My self-esteem was bad, horrible. I remember very vividly. Right before we went on a trip, we went to go buy clothes, right? And that should be an exciting part because you're about to take a vacation and you're excited and you want to try all these outfits on. But when I was trying on these pretty dresses, I just fell apart. Like I seriously broke down because nothing fit the way that I envisioned, right? You want to go on this trip and you want to feel beautiful, but I cried in that fitting room, and I know it was a Kmart, and I cried in that fitting room, and I could tell you exactly what fitting room it was because I was so depressed. Like nothing fit the way I wanted. I felt horrible in my body, and we're headed to like a tropical vacation where you're supposed to show skin, and all I wanted to hide in jackets. Like, so if you see a lot of my photos, like my before photos when I was 50 pounds overweight, I have jean jackets. And it's the middle of the summer in El Paso, and it's 100 degrees, and I'm wearing a jean jacket. You know, that's how I feel. So I feel horrible that day. And right after that trip, during that trip, I remember like hiding from photos. Like I would take photos of the pretty scenery, but every photo that was taken of me, I would delete. So I would go through the photos and I would delete all the photos. So from that trip, we had very few photos because I was hiding. Like I didn't want to be, like I was so happy to be there, but I was so uncomfortable in my own body. So I really hated the way I felt. I hated just that I got myself to that point because I used to be athletic and I was very, not skinny, but I was athletic and fit, and I was able to run and do push-ups. So I hated that I did that to myself, and I couldn't believe that it happened. So I decided to make a change, but I had tried everything. I had tried pills, shakes, extreme diet. I had tried this crazy military diet that you eat tuna and bread. Like, I don't know how people can do that. I had tried wraps. I had tried other companies, and nothing worked because I wasn't doing the right way. And it wasn't something that I like, especially like the fitness part. I hate going to a gym. I think it's like the grossest thing ever. I hate trying to get ready, going and driving, going to a gym, wasting time. So I hated going to a gym. So I would pay $40, from $15 to $40 on gym memberships that I never used, right? So one day I came across T25. It's one of Beachbody's programs. The trainer is Sean T. And that program, guys, changed my life. That program, and every time I work out with Sean T, I cry, okay? Because he literally changed my life. And I can see him, and I'll probably just cry, and I'll be like, oh, you changed my life, because he did. T25, it's a program that you do from home. It's only 25 minutes. So that was super appealing to me from the beginning. 25 minutes, I could do it from home. Nobody has to see me at the gym. I don't have to pretend to know what I'm doing at the gym. And I was actually getting a good workout. So that 25 minutes was what I look forward to in my day because I felt empowered, I felt inspired. And slowly with those 25 minutes, 5 days a week, I started seeing results. And that was the first Beachbody program I completed. It wasn't the first one that I tried out because I have tried P90X and Insanity. But with Sean T and T25, I got inspired and I got empowered. So at this point, I didn't know there was any business opportunity. Later on, I decided to try Shakeology, right? So if you are one of our challengers, you probably love the Shakeology already. But if you haven't, Shakeology is a superfood drink that the Beachbody released. And I put Shakeology because I couldn't afford it. I was just graduating college. I put Shakeology on my credit card, okay? When I told my husband, he threw a fit But I told him, you know what? If I don't like it, I'll just return it. I'll get my money back. But I fell in love with it. I fell in love with that shake. It helped my digestive system. It gave me the energy I needed. It was helping my nails. It was helping my skin. It was just life-changing. It was helping my mood, everything. So I really wanted to continue purchasing this shake. But like Paola said, she signed up for the discount because she wanted to save money. I did too. My coach told me, you know what? If you sign up for as a coach, you can actually get 25% discount on your shake. I'm like, 25%? Of course, I'm going to do it. So I did it. I kept buying my Shaco, and I used social media to keep me accountable. Okay, I was posting just like Paola. I didn't know that this was a business. I didn't know I could make money out of this, but people started asking me. People started just like, they noticed that I was happier. They noticed that I was losing weight. They noticed that I was feeling better by myself. So they just started asking me, people at work, people on social media. So that's when I discovered that I needed to pay it forward. How selfish would it be of me to be feeling this way and not pay it forward to other people? How selfish would it be of me to keep this to myself? How can I do that to everyone else? How could I do it to my family, to my friends, from strangers on social media? There's a lot of people here that we were all strangers at the beginning, but now we're building these friendships because of this great community. So it would have been really dumb and really selfish from my part to do that. So I quickly realized that I had to pay it forward. So I started sharing my journey a little bit more. Okay, nothing crazy. I was the type of person that was really hesitant on posting on social media. I would just post the highlights of my life, that perfect photo with 100 filters, the happy moments, no bad angles, nothing like that. Okay, I was scared of people judging me. So I wasn't like your coach material kind of thing, but slowly I knew that this was much bigger than me. I knew that it was much bigger than keeping it to myself. So I decided to share my journey a little bit more. I decided to start running challenge groups, right, with my coach. So I started running this challenge group. I started inviting people. And that's when I realized that this was a business opportunity. Take in mind that this is when I started coaching. That's when I started my career as a teacher. Okay, I wasn't a mom yet, but that's when I was starting. If you're starting a new career, it's like the craziness, right? So you probably think that I don't have time, but the beauty about this business is that you work in your own terms. You find the time that fits your schedule. I know a lot of people here work full time, so they're a little hesitant of where they're gonna find the time. But if I did with a new job, with a new career of 100 and something crazy teenagers, and then later on when I became a mom, I was able to do this again, working full time, being a mom, being a wife, then you can find the time too. But one of the things that I want to talk to you guys about is the money, because I would probably be doing this for free. I probably would, because I love it so much. I love the community. I love the accountability. I love paying it forward. And a lot of coaches that are really passionate about it, they will probably be referring friends for free too. But the money, that's like the elephant in the room, and that's what we're going to be talking about. So we get paid, as coaches, we get paid every Thursday. Okay, so today was actually payday, which is amazing. As a teacher, I only get paid once a month. Okay, once a month. So actually in December, we get paid in the middle of the month, December 15th, and then we don't go all December and all of January until the end of January until we get paid. So that's a month and a half that we don't get paid. With the holidays and all that craziness, that money flies by quickly. So me getting paid every Thursday was life-changing. Okay, it is life-changing. It helps us not to be in debt and all of that. But as a new coach, you get paid by retail. You're gonna get paid by how much you sell, right? How many people you join you. So that's because you're a new coach. You don't have a team under you yet. But as people keep asking you about it, you're gonna be sharing your journey, and you're gonna have these challenge group with us, because you can always be with us. and then you're going to get paid by retail. So you get 25% of anything that you sell. Okay, so 25%. Take in mind or take in consideration that you already get 25% off. Okay, as a coach, you get 25% off on anything that you want to buy Beachbody. So my bag of Shakeology, I actually get 2 bags of Shakeology a month, one for my husband and one for myself. We get 25% off on that. So just with the whole discount, it's already an amazing deal. But you do get paid by retail, by commission of everything that you sell. You get 25% off. The good thing about Beachbody is that we don't sell one thing. Okay, we have a variety of things that we actually sell, from Shakeology, which is a superfood drink. We sell fitness programs. We have this amazing thing called Beachbody On Demand, which gives you access to every single Beachbody program that has ever been released and any new releases in the year. So 80 Day Obsession, 21 Day Fix, T25, P90X, Insanity, Core de Force, anything Beachbody, you have access to that online for an entire year. So we have that. We also have Daily Sunshine, which is the kids drink, especially formulated for them. We have fitness gear. We have the Beachbody performance line. If you see my Instagram story, that's my magic unicorn drink, because it's amazing. But we have all of that. So don't think that you're going to be stuck selling one product. The beauty about this is that you will start as a challenger, okay, yourself. If you're not a challenger yet, you will start as a challenger, and you will experience the beauty that we did with our challenge group, right? That community, that support, you being a challenger, you understanding the programs. And once you do that, you're going to fall in love with the programs. You're not going to be selling, you're not going to be putting oh, we have a promotion, or 2 for 1 or whatever, 20% off. No, you're an advocate for the programs. Okay, you're an advocate for Shakeology. You're an advocate for the program that you're doing. Obviously, you guys know that we're doing 80 Day Obsession right now, because that's the program that we are following, right? Sometimes we follow 21 Day Fix, sometimes we follow Shift Shop, but we're an advocate for that program. We're not selling Beachbody. We sell us, okay? We sell our lifestyle, and we guide our customers through our programs, through our fitness programs. So you become an advocate. You fall in love with it, you become an advocate, people start joining you, and then those people that you add to your challenge group, guess what they're going to become? They're going to become advocates. So they're going to fall in love like you did, right? They're going to fall in love like you did with the program, and then they're going to add their own challengers, and then their challengers are going to become advocates, and then their advocates, blah, blah, blah. You get the little ripple effect, right? So just like when my coach signed up, and then she signed me up, and I fell in love with Shakeology, and I fell in love with the community and the support, and then I signed up Paola's coach, and she got amazing results, and she signed up Paola, and she signed up Paola, and then Paola signed up Ceci, and then Ceci signed up March. So all of that ripple effect, now you're not only making 25% commission on the things that you sell. Now you have a team of advocates that love this program, that love this community, and then they're going to start doing what you're doing, and guess what? You also get volume from them. And then we have these things called team cycles that we're not going to go into that much, but that's another form of income that you're going to make. So you're making retail, which is 25% off, and then you're making bonuses, what we call team cycle bonuses, from what the volume that your team brings on, okay? And the thing about this is that when you really fall in love with the programs, other people are going to want to join you, right? And you're sharing that journey constantly, okay? It's all about hustle. It's all about passion, and it's about consistency, okay? Passion, hustle, consistency. If you're doing those 3 things, it is going to multiply, okay? There is no way that you're doing all the things that we do, passion, hustle, consistency, and it's not going to multiply. It's just like your weight loss journey. If you're eating healthy every day, if you're working out every day, and you're being consistent, of course you're going to lose weight, right? If you do it there and there, well, it's not going to add up that much. But if you're doing consistently, if you're working at it, it is going to add up. And The beauty about this is that it's an amazing ripple effect. It's an amazing ripple effect because you are paying it forward. You are helping other people, and then the people that you help go on and to help other people, and they go on to help other people. And it's not an easy business. It's not something that you are going to get rich fast. It's not. And I'm super glad it's not, because that means that we have the right people in our business. And those are the people that we want in our teams. We want people that actually fall in love with the programs, and they want to pay it forward, and they want to help other people, and they want to do something massive. They want to take, and it's something, a new term that we have right now, massive action. There's so many people that are struggling with weight. There's so many people that are struggling with obesity, even our own families. We are struggling with obesity, and we're struggling with diabetes, and we're struggling with all these issues that we shouldn't be. Like, we could live a healthy, amazing life. And then from that, not only are you paying it forward to all these people, you're paying forward to yourself and then your immediate family. Okay. A lot of our husbands didn't join us right away, but now they have. Okay. 2 or 3 years later, they're joining us, and now we're paying it forward with them, and we're going to live longer together with our kids. How amazing is that? And the thing about this is that when you have a vision, when you have a goal, you have to run with that. Okay. Paola shared your vision with them. She first of all, it was just so she wouldn't commute, right? And now it has turned to something much bigger than that. And she's going to achieve amazing things, but you have to have that passion, and you have to keep that in mind all the time. When I started as a discount coach, right? I just wanted a discount. That's all. Okay, 25% of my Shakeology, great. And then I started paying it forward little by little bit, and little bit by little bit. This hobby business is going to turn into my full-time job. And I'm going to quit teaching, not because I don't love it. There's a lot of aspects that I do love, and it's an amazing job, and it's hard, but this is my job. This is where I'm passionate in. This is going to give me the freedom for my family. This is going to give me the freedom so I can be with my baby full time. Okay, this is going to give me the freedom so I can be with my future babies all the time. So I don't have to feel that guilt of leaving them, and so I can raise them. So I'm excited that you're here. Okay, that is a little rundown on how we make money. There's a lot of other things that go that we can add in there, but that's for future training when you actually join us. And I'm super excited that you are here. I'm going to be introducing you to one of my newest coaches. Her name is Karina Munoz. She joined us in November. She is a mom, she's a wife, and she is a full-time psychologist in one of the local schools. And she is already kicking major booty in her journey and in inspiring other people. So I'm going to introduce you to her. She's going to explain to you why she became a coach and how this has helped her. Thank you, guys.
All right, let me just unmute myself. Hi, everyone. So just to give you guys a little background, how I kind of got started with Beachbody. So I actually used to work with Araceli at her school that she works at now, where she teaches. And really, I found her through social media. And I was a stalker. I'm going to be very honest. And I saw her transformation, and I was amazed. So all my life, I basically struggled with my weight. I've never been significantly overweight, but I've never been comfortable in my own skin. So that was a huge deal for me. I initially signed up once I had been messaging with Araceli. I was committed to signing up, but I was 8 months pregnant. So at that point, I was like, okay, I can either let myself go. I've been chunky all my life. I can let myself go with the excuse of, I was pregnant, I had a kid, I don't have time for myself. Or I can really grab the bull by the horns and make a change, make a difference for what I really, really want. And that's to feel comfortable in my own skin. And that's exactly what I did. And so I did give birth to my baby boy in May. I had a C-section, so I had to hold off just a little bit as far as the exercise, but my nutrition kicked in shortly after that. And that was around the time where a new program was introduced to Beachbody, and that was Shift Shop, and that just completely changed my life. That program was amazing. It kicked my butt. It helped me lose 8 pounds in 21 days. And really, more than anything, it just shifted my mentality. And that's kind of where it all comes from, your mentality. We're all capable of whatever we set our minds to. And that's really how I kind of got hooked. I was hooked basically at that point. I wanted more. I knew what I was capable of in 21 days, and I just wanted to keep going. The accountability, the motivation, it's not anything that you can get through a lot of other things, a lot of other programs, a lot of other shake, programs. Sorry, I'm half asleep. I wake up at 4:20 to do my 80-day obsession workout, so bear with me. But just to share with you about how I actually became a coach. So it was just by coincidence how we've been talking about our husbands jumping on the bandwagon. So my husband was like, no, you do it. It's all about you. But his protein shake had run out, and he had to start drinking my Shakeology. And at that point I messaged Araceli, hey, I'm going to need some extra shake. My husband had to take some, and now he kind of likes it. And she's like, look, you really got to think about this whole coaching and coaching concept. And I was very hesitant. For one, I felt like I was always busy. I'm a mom of a baby. I'm a full-time psychologist. I just didn't feel like I could fit it into my schedule. But I said, okay, fine. At least for the discount, let me start there. But soon after, people started noticing, and I started slowly but surely sharing my journey through social media. And it just kind of so happened where in my first month of being a coach, I made Success Club 10. And so a lot of you guys probably don't know what that is at this point, but it is a recognition of monthly recognition that's given through Beachbody. And it just so happened, I feel like it had just fell on my lap. I was doing a good deed. I was helping others. I was sharing my story. I wasn't trying to make profit. And I just kind of, it benefited in many ways for myself and those that were interested and following my journey. And so I guess my point to you, I don't want to take too much more time, but my point to you is Paola and Araceli are at a whole other level. They're working towards making this their full-time business. And I think that's completely amazing. Mine is just a little different. I still work full-time. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, and all of that. And I still have time to fit it in because I am passionate about it, because it has changed my life for the better. And really only since May that I started, or May, June. So really in a short 6-7 months. And this is something that I'm passionate. So I just want to continue sharing that in this scope. Maybe one day I'll be at Paola and Araceli's level and get to that extent. But for now, I think this is where you can decide to do it. It fits into various lifestyles. Like Araceli was saying, you choose how you want to work it, when you want to work it. So you don't have to quit your job. You don't have to stop being a mom. You don't have to stop being a wife. You just make it work. And it's just different for each and every one of us in our own journeys. So I hope that helps a little bit. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon and joining our team.
Thank you, Karina. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, you probably need a nap, girl. We've all been up since like 5 a.m, right? So thank you for sharing so much. And you kind of said a lot at the end about how this is really your journey. Okay, so me and Araceli, obviously we've been doing this now for me almost 3 years, Araceli 4 years. And so our vision and our goals have evolved. I never, ever thought that I was going to say that I wanted to make this a full-time thing, like ever. And so until I realized the potential that I could do this full-time. And so when I realized that, I was like, okay, I'm going all in. And the potential of the amount of people that I can help if I do this full-time. And so that's where our goals come in. But this didn't start that way. You know, it started off because I wanted to make $50 extra a month. And then it became $100 extra a month. And then it was like, wait, I'm helping more than 5 people a month, not even just by like really trying. It was like me sharing my story. And I'm like, I'm really inspiring people. And like Araceli said, if my paycheck were to go away tomorrow, I would still do this every single day, because getting messages from people telling me that my story inspired them, or my post of my food inspired them to make a healthier choice, like that makes me go to sleep in a way where I feel fulfilled. And so if you're doing something that fulfills you, whether that's in your full-time job, for me, I'm a recruiter. And so I've always been in like that service kind of position where I like to help people and feel that gratification of I helped someone. And so this is why it was like so perfect for me. And I feel like if you want to do this coaching thing, you need to have that too. If you don't have that, it's kind of hard because it's a people business, you know? So we're going to try to speed this up a little bit more. Thank you, Karina, for getting on and sharing your story with us. So next we want to talk to you guys about, what exactly we do as coaches. I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and hopefully you're able to see. Can you guys see my little slide right here? Looks good. Okay, perfect. So I really want to go over what it is that we do in a nutshell, as much as I can tell you without going super into detail. So it really started off with fitness, Wi-Fi, and a dream. And I say fitness, Wi-Fi, and a dream because even before I started, I didn't even have a computer. I started this off my phone, and I realized that me sharing one post on Instagram, what I was doing was inspiring that next person that was reading it, inspiring that mom that felt just the way that I felt to do something a little more for themselves and to change their life. So I'm going to explain to you guys what our missions are, what our vital behaviors are as coaches, and what our tools are that we use to get there and grow this business. So honestly, it's been, me taking it at my own pace and realizing little by little that I can grow the vision, right? So our mission, I don't know why that, okay. Our mission is to help people achieve their goals and live healthy, fulfilling lives. If you ever have a chance to go to a live event for Beachbody, you will hear the passion in people's voices about what it is that we do as coaches. You won't ever go to a training. You won't ever be on a call with us or on a training when we are pushing product, when we are saying, you guys need to sell, 30 challenge packs this month. Those are not the words that you're going to hear from us. The words that you're going to hear are, we need to change more people's lives. We need to impact more people's lives. And the only way that we can do that is by sharing our own lives and our own inspirational stories and our own, and we're not perfect. So if you follow any of us on social media, I hope that you don't get a sense that we're perfect. We are not perfect at all. We all have our flaws. And so you inspire people by the things that you have been through and how you overcame them. And that's how we inspire people as coaches. And so this is our mission. We honestly do it because we have a passion for it. And like Araceli said, all of these people you see on these pictures, I did not ever know. I didn't know these people. It was all social media. Araceli didn't live in Texas. I live in California. Our upline coach, she lives in Arizona. All of these women that you see here, I met them for the very first time in Punta Cana at my Success Club trip last year when we went to the Caribbean. Like, those opportunities, no one can ever take that away from me because it's been the most amazing ride ever. And so that is our mission. That's what we do every single day. When I wake up, I tell myself, today, bring me the people that I need to help and inspire. Every single morning that I wake up, that is what I say to myself. Because I wake up with that open mindset that I need to help someone today. So a little bit about how we work our business and how we inspire people is through what Beachbody calls our vital behaviors. I don't know what this line is there. I can't take it off. But it's our vital behaviors that really push us through the development of becoming a coach and growing our organization. But these are the things that we do on an everyday basis to make sure that we are getting to our goals and growing our organizations. If your goal is to grow a business, a good income business, if your goal is to be, somebody that just shares their story and hopefully inspires 5-10 people like Karina did. She said, she works a full-time job. And now she's just inspiring people left and right without even really trying to be strategic about building a business to quit her job. Because that can happen. And that's how we all started, right? So there's 4 vital behaviors that Beachbody really teaches us to do. And that is number 1, being proof of the product. There is no way that this business is going to grow for you if you're not proof of the product. You need to be drinking Shakeology. You need to be working out. You need to be showing up. And I'll get into it more, but that doesn't mean that you need to be at your goal weight, because none of us started our journey at the weight that we were. Actually, I think it's more inspiring to have a story behind you of you going through a journey, because people are going to relate to that, right? So people are going to relate to, wow, I have seen her transform her life. And I get that all the time. You know, I feel like I can believe you because you're a real person and I have seen you where you were and where you're at now. So that's just even more inspiring to people. Personal development. Oh my gosh, you guys. This company pushes us to be better, to grow as people. Like, what company? Think about your full-time job, to be honest with you. My full-time job does not tell me, go to a seminar and become a better leader, or be a better person, or listen to some personal development so you can come in here and be happy. They don't do that. They don't go out of their way to try to do something to change my life. This company, you guys, introduced me to personal development. And I mean personal development, if you've never ever even heard of that term, it's self-help. We all have things that we know need to overcome in our life. And so for me, it was overcoming, the negative thoughts, overcoming meeting barriers, overcoming having hard conversations with people, overcoming what people are going to think of me. All of those things are things that we all probably need help in different situations. And I was introduced to self-help books that helped me, overcome those things and grow as a person. And now when somebody comes to me and tells me, I just can't do it, I don't know why I keep falling off, I don't know why I can't do that. Man, I have read those books left and right. I have been through that. And I can actually have a conversation in a way where I'm helping them through some of those thoughts. And then I'll say, go read this book because it changed my life, or, things like that. So personal development is huge within this company. You cannot grow as a person or as a business without it. All right, our next one, invite. I throw in share and invite, because this business is about inviting. It's about, just like we invited you guys to this webinar, or we posted it on our social media, on our Facebook, and you were intrigued by it, we invite people to join into this, because like Araceli said, it would just be absolutely selfish. I wouldn't be here if Araceli had not invited her coach, that coach to join the organization. That coach, I would have never found her if she didn't post that. And so the fact that you can change people's lives, like I can honestly say that very top coach, her decision to join this and trickle down to me changed my life. And so that's what this is about. We invite and we share. Recognition is huge for us. So you see here, these 2 slides right here, we are huge on recognition, and our company, Beachbody, is huge on recognition. If you guys do follow us along, you see that we're constantly getting gifts from Beachbody left and right. But aside from that, it's the fact that we get celebrated. Think about how many times your full-time job celebrates you. Mine doesn't. I mean, we literally have to celebrate ourselves sometimes. And this company just has that tendency to celebrate everything, celebrate what we're doing, because helping people change their lives is a big deal. And so we celebrate when people are meeting new achievements in our own team, and just these Success Club leaders boards that you guys ever see us post. Those numbers on there, those are people that they impacted. Those are lives that they changed. Those are not just numbers of sales, because this is not a transaction business. We don't just sell a product and send someone on their way. That's not what we do. We link them to a program that is going to change their life, and we walk them through the program. We are there to help answer questions. And that can seem overwhelming if you're saying, I just don't think I have time to do that for someone. And that's okay. This is going to take that time. When you're going through your own journey, sometimes you do have to focus on your own journey, but don't be selfish about not sharing that and being able to link someone into one of our groups, right? So if you're in one of our groups and you're like, if I were to share this, I know my friends would love this and benefit with this. You could see it as a referral program. You don't have to coach them right away. You have me, Araceli, your upline coach, that you can plug them into a group. You don't got to do all these pretty graphics. We can do that for you. If your thought is just, I think I want to put it out there and see if my family and friends might be interested in joining me because I'm feeling amazing. And so that's kind of the mindset that you have to have, right? So those are our vital behaviors. Our tools. So as coaches, Beachbody has implemented a lot of tools that help us help people. So that is obviously the effective workouts from home, the fitness at home that we all love and have, came to be able to fit into our lifestyle. Shakeology and other nutritional tools. So Shakeology is a huge, obviously aspect of our life and what we do with our business. But also Energize, like Araceli said, I would not be on this call right now if I wasn't drinking Energize because I was dying like an hour ago. And so just all of those different things that we have. Portion fix containers. If you guys have done Beachbody or 21 Day Fix, you would know those little color containers. Those things changed my life because I didn't know what to eat, how much to eat. I just didn't know any of that. So that completely changed my life. And I know that it would help a lot of people. Challenge groups. So we host challenge groups, which are private groups on Facebook. We also have an app where if you didn't want to run your business on Facebook, you don't have to. You can create a little group on this app and plug people in and you all keep each other accountable on there. And we have a coach online office. So as coaches, we also get a whole online office where Beachbody keeps all of our customers' information there. They tell us where we're at with our points. We can see our commission checks, videos and tools and training. And so they put everything there for us. So it's really, really cool. All right, so I'm going to go into misconceptions. Me and Araceli are going to trade off, and hopefully we just go another 10 minutes because I know that we kind of started a little late. So misconceptions. Do I have to be at my goal weight? What if I'm not a personal trainer? Hopefully by this time you realize that you don't have to be. Nutritionist, and do I have to know what I'm doing with marketing, with network marketing? So goal weight. You've already heard. I started my business at 190 pounds. It didn't start me at my goal weight. That's not what inspired people. What inspired somebody was to see me go through my journey, right? To be real and show them that if I did it, they could do it too. And so you don't have to be at your goal weight if that's what you're wondering about. That's just not what you don't have to be a six-pack model to be a Beachbody coach. I know the name is a little weird because you're saying Beachbody, but you're a body and you can be at the beach. It's okay. Like you don't have to have, somebody's term of Beachbody. So you don't have to be at your goal weight. Araceli?
And then you also don't have to be a personal trainer. If you put me at the gym and then you ask me to do the machines, I will be like one of those people that they record and then they make fun of, and then it goes all like viral on social media because I don't know what to do for anything. Like I know how to train you. I would just put on like one of our Beachbody programs and that's how I train you. And the thing about our personal trainers, we have world-class trainers. Okay, we have world-class trainers that Shanti, Adam, P90X, Tony Warren, like I'm obsessed with them. We have these amazing trainers from all walks of life, from all different backgrounds and things that they study and programs that they've done. So we have the personal trainers for you. So you don't have to worry about that. We guide our customers and our clients through our programs, and the trainers, they're there for us. Yep. And I feel like that's the same thing for the nutrition part.
Yeah. So the nutrition part, if you've never done a Beachbody program, then you kind of would be a little lost here. But if you are in one of our challenge groups, you understand. You get the workouts, and with the workouts, you get the meal plans and everything like that too. So you get everything. You as a coach do not have to come up with what are they going to eat? How much are they going to eat? You don't have to come up with that because that's already set in stone. You just have to support someone through it. You have to show them what you've already done. And that's why me and Araceli said, you will go through a challenge group. You will finish a program before we even let you dive in to try to coach somebody else, because you have to experience it first before you get to that point of trying to coach or trying to sell or anything like that. And the marketing thing, me and Araceli, clearly we are not network marketers. I don't think anybody in this business started off, reading network marketing books and trying to find out what's the best way to hook someone or try to do this. We are not. Okay. So we've definitely learned it as we went. Best practices, how to talk to people, how to host, meetings like this and things like that. But it comes naturally as time comes by. Right, Araceli?
Yes, and the thing is that you also don't have to learn you don't have to have a business degree either. This business, the way that it's built, it is very simple. There are some concepts and there's a lot, actually everything you learn as you go, and you don't have to be a professional, like Paula said, on network marketing. You don't have to be a professional like in the business, like how to run a business. No, you just have to be passionate about sharing your journey, and all of that you'll learn as you go. And the thing about this is that you're never going to be alone, right? You're always going to have that team to support you. You're going to have your upline. You're going to have us to support you, to teach you these things, to guide you the correct way. But you don't have to be a professional in any way. You don't have to have a ton of following. That's another question that I get asked sometimes. You don't have to have a ton of following on social media. Like my Instagram's barely like at 2,000 people, okay? And that took a while. I started off coaching, and then I had 200 friends on Facebook, and I had actually deleted like a bunch of people on Facebook before I became a coach, because I'm like, I don't talk to these people, I'm going to delete you. So you don't have to be a professional. You don't have to have a huge following on social media. You just have to be really passionate about your journey and helping others and just paying it forward.
And it's not just social media, because I have a coach that I talk to all the time. She's on another team, but she's a detective. So she clearly cannot use her social media to actually grow this business, because she can't. She's like a detective probation officer. But she has grown this business on the side, one, because she loves Beachbody so much, but two, because she just connects with people, real people, like in real person too. So whatever way you want to impact someone's life, you can do that. Okay. So that's really some of the misconceptions and all of that. I do want to introduce really quickly Ceci, my coach. Sorry, Ceci, you're going to have to do this real quick. But she's a little different. She's a stay-at-home mom. She actually joined this business, and she'll tell you her story, but hers is a little different. All right, let me stop sharing. All right, go for it.
Hey, ladies. So yeah, unlike Araceli and Paola and even Karina, so I don't work outside of home. So my only job now is coaching. I started off as a mom of two, and my coach is Paola. So like she mentioned before, I was basically just looking to lose some weight because I was unhappy with the way I felt and looked. And she one day posted, and that caught my eye. So I knew I needed a lifestyle change. I reached out to her. Honestly, I didn't even know there was a coaching side to it. Most of us probably didn't know that. And if you're on this call, you're probably a challenger, or you just seen what somebody post about coaching. So like they've mentioned, it is good to start off as a challenger, first of all, just so you can get an insight of the challenge groups and what it is a challenge is all about. So I started as a challenger, and I lost 11 pounds on my first round of 21 Day Fix Extreme. After that, I knew I loved the product, and I was going to continue to drink Shakeology. So that's when my coach Paola offered me the discount. And I said, heck yeah, I want to save 25% off. So I was also sharing my journey on social media, not because I was a coach and because I wanted to earn any money off of anyone or anything, just mainly to keep myself accountable. And people started seeing my results, reaching out to me. And since I became a discount coach, I knew I knew I was able to help people. So I started helping people as they came to me, naturally. And so my husband works, his job is mostly out of town. So he's really never home during the week. He's, usually only home on weekends. And aside from wanting to lose weight, I had always wanted to kind of bring income in some way, but I knew it wasn't working out of home because obviously I didn't want to leave at the time I only had 2 boys. I didn't want to leave my boys. They hardly ever saw their dad. So really going out to get a job and bring income in for me wasn't going to justify the fact that I was going to leave my boys alone with someone else, whether it be a sitter or anybody, but not me, their mom, right? So when I saw my first check, I knew that that was what I was searching for one way or another, bringing income in while being able to raise my 2 boys at the time. Now I'm a mom of 3. So I've been coaching for over 2 years. It's going to be 3 years in October of this year. And being able to bring in income while raising my kids is everything to me. I'm able to pay a lot of our bills from doing this from home. And it really just, I kind of work it around our schedule. So now I'm a mom of 3, a 6-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 1-year-old. And, mom life can be hectic as hell. So whether you have kids or you don't, you can do this and just work it in pockets throughout your day. Say they're napping, you can wake up beforehand. You can do it after they go to bed. It all depends on what you're wanting to bring in, how you're wanting to work your business. This is for anybody, whether you're a student, you're a mom, whether you're single, you're married. If you just want to bring, say, a couple extra dollars in to pay off your shake, if you want to make this help you pay off your mortgage, in any way, it's going to help you one way or another. So if you've been thinking of coaching, and giving it a try, I highly recommend that you do so. You really have nothing to lose and a lot to gain out of it. So that's just a little bit about my story. I don't want to go too much into detail because I know we've had you guys on here for a while. But yeah, if you've been, wanting to give it a try, we're here to answer any of your questions, hesitations, or anything. And we'd love for you to join our team. Thank you.
Thank you. So, Ceci's one of my diamond coaches, and she's been amazing. So thank you for sharing. Going back to the share screen. So let me just show you guys. So just to wrap it all up, you guys are probably wondering, okay, what's the cash? How much is this? What do I have to do? Right? So let me see. You guys can see the page, right? It's good. Okay. All right, so how do you join? So a lot of you, I can tell, are challengers that are already our challengers, or possibly somebody who signed up as a discount coach, and you're just wondering, well, what does it really look like to actually start this business? So we kind of went over that. But some of you on here are completely new, and you just never done a challenge group. You don't know where to start. So all of this, starting this opportunity, starting your own health and fitness journey is going to cost you $150. And that is going to include your coach membership. That's going to include a 1-year membership to Beachbody On Demand, which is this little website right here, this web portal that you see, which we call the Netflix of fitness, because it's going to give you access to over 700 programs that Beachbody has. And you'll have a 1-year membership of that. And then that alone, by the way, let me break it down to you guys. This alone, Beachbody On Demand, is $100, okay? Shakeology, a 30-day supply of Shakeology is $129. That's already over $229 right there. These containers that are going to show you how to portion out your food and change your life completely. You will never see food the same ever again. You will go to a restaurant and all you can think about is, oh God, I can have 1 carb, 1 protein, 1 veggie, and you can visualize the sizing of it after you've done it for such a while. And that's why this is so life-changing, because it's going to teach you how to really change your habits. Really change your habits. Not a quick fix, not a freaking diet where I'm telling you to drink a shake and you're going to lose 50 pounds. That's not going to happen. It takes a whole system. It takes fitness. It takes nutrition. And that's where all of that comes in. So it is a full bundle. And I mean, the containers alone are $25. So that's over $250, you're saving about $100. Plus, you get the free membership to be a coach. The sign up to be a coach is $40. If you are currently a challenger, you've already bought a challenge pack from your coach and you're on this call, then it is actually free to become a coach. You don't have to pay anything. You pay $40 to upgrade your account to coach, but we will reimburse you that money. So technically, it is a free account. You can upgrade to be a coach for free. Every month after that, it is $15.95 to have your coach account, which is what we pay every month to have a coach account, which covers me not having to ship any product to anybody, having to deal with returns, having to deal with any of that, which I know a lot of other companies, you have to buy all this product, you have to do all this, and then you got to ship it. I don't got to do all that, and I don't got time for that because I probably would have said hell no to this business if I had to do that. So $15.95, that covers all of that, customer service, all of that. That is your coaching fee that you pay every month, and that locks you in to the 25% discount. So even if you're saying right now, you know what, I think I'm going to upgrade because I want that 25% discount, do it for that because you're still going to save money. Either way, paying the $15.95 and paying for your shake, it's going to save you money anyway. And so if you want to start, we have challenges coming up. We have groups that are always open. So all you got to do is send a message to the coach that invited you, telling them I'm in, I want to do a challenge. You're going to buy this challenge pack. It's actually really on promotion this month. It's $10 off. Normally this challenge pack is $160. So it's $10 off this month. You're going to get all of that. And so really what it will look like is you will buy it. You will go through the program. Okay, you're going to go through the program. You're going to get your own results. You're going to fall in love with Beachbody. You're going to fall in love with our groups. And then from there, we will talk about actually starting your business, sharing what you're doing, and growing, you know, a following of your own and helping other people transform their life. So that is really it in a nutshell. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you guys got something out of it. And if you have any like more details, you know, income details, things like that, that you want to chat about, reach out to the person that, you know, invited you to this webinar. We can definitely go over that with you. But we are looking to take our teams to the top, to really grow this business as an organization that is in love with what we do, not just because of the money, because that's not what keeps us here. These relationships keep us here. Like these women that you see on here, the friendships that we've built, like we have became strangers to friendships that have gone through pregnancies together and through everything in between. And having that support system has been everything to us. And so, you know, we're getting to share vacations with each other. Our families are getting to know each other. We've built like long, you know, if Beachbody were to go away tomorrow, we'd still be friends, and that's worth it all for us. And so we're looking to bring in individuals that are motivated, passionate, who love people, and who are not afraid to work hard to make dreams and their visions come true. All right, so I see some questions on here. Araceli, I don't know if you want to say some last words before I go through these. Go ahead.
I just want to say that I'm super grateful that you guys jumped on the call. We are super excited. Like Paola said, this is a community. These are friendships. No, I didn't know Paola a couple years ago, and now we go on trips together, and our husbands look forward to seeing each other. They're friends. We're building this friendship together, and just like the freedom that this business is going to bring to our families, it's something that I never dreamed of, but hustle, passion, and consistency is going to get you there. I'm so excited to see everyone that's going to join us. And I feel like this group is going to be amazing. And you guys are going to build that rapport and love for each other. And I'm so excited. Didn't they have some questions?
Shoot, I'm muted. Sorry. There's some questions on here. So $15.95. It's 15, not 50. $15.95 a month to have a coach account. That's correct. There is, I want to know more about income after you sign up a person under you. Okay. So I know that a lot of people's mentalities, I didn't go into this, is like, is this a pyramid scheme? I do not make a direct income from what Tessie sells or my other coaches sell. Okay. That's just not how it works. Pyramid schemes are illegal. You don't know that. They're illegal. That means that the person at the top will always make the most money no matter what. And that's not how this works. I can out hustle Araceli any day and make more money than her. Ceci can totally make more money than me because she works harder and builds a bigger organization. So that's how this works, okay? Once you sign up coaches under you, you don't make direct money from them. That's where these cycle bonus come into. So this is me. I have Araceli and another coach, and depending on how much volume of stuff that they sell, and we sell as a team, then that gets multiplied and divided, and we get paid bonuses. And so that's how I make the residual income, which we could chat more about this on like the side, but that's the beauty of this business too, is that we don't just make an income because I have to sell or sign up 5 people every week. I have been able to make a residual income because I have challengers and I have people that have been buying my products and joining my groups month after month after month after month. I have coaches, discount coaches that have been doing this for 2 years, you guys, and that builds my residual income. And so that builds that volume from my team. And if I don't sell a thing this week, I will still make $400. And that's residual income. And that's the type of business you want to be in, because if you have to sell every week to try to make a paycheck, I don't think I could do that. But I've been able to grow this business, to grow people that fall in love with it, which are my coaches. They get coaches, and it's that residual income that really grows. And that doesn't happen overnight. So don't get me wrong. This is not a get rich quick scheme. It doesn't happen overnight. It happens with consistency, and as your team grows, those paychecks get higher. I hope that answered your question, Rosie. If you could do this over again, coaching, what would you do differently? I probably would have started running off the gate. Like if I knew that like business, if I knew that I could make an income, I probably would have done things. But to be honest with you, nothing. I think that I've done it the right way. I think that it's my journey, and I'm now able to say, like, I made mistakes and I can relate to my coaches, right? Because if I was like perfect from the get-go, there's no way that I could relate to my coaches. And so when I see them making common mistakes on social media, or the way that they talk to people, or just seeing them go through things that I did, I wouldn't be able to relate to them if I didn't go through that. So I don't think that I would change anything there, because I can now say, like, you know what? I made that really, dumb mistake, or that post that probably didn't get any likes, or, and I can relate to that. So I don't think that I would change anything. I absolutely love everything that I've done. Maybe my coach. No, I'm just kidding. And not Araceli. I think that's all the questions we have. Does anybody have any more questions? You guys can unmute yourselves. I'm going to go ahead and we're good. But definitely reach out to the coach that invited you. They'll be happy to answer more questions. I'll be happy to answer more questions. Message me, whatever questions you guys have. Put them on the event page. We'll check that out as well. Thank you guys for getting on. Sorry it went so long. Hope you guys have a beautiful night. Talk to you guys soon.